Alright, hey guys, so for today's shave, it's Friday. I will, not sure when I'll be releasing this video, maybe tomorrow, if not tomorrow, sometime during the week. I try to release all my videos Saturday and Wednesdays. Right now I got a nice cold seltzer water drink, so let's get into it. So for today, I already shaved this morning my face, so for today we're going to do a head shave. I do have a day or so's worth of growth up there. For today's soap of choice, we're going to use Holy Cow, and it's going to be Tempest. And Tempest is basically reminiscent of, to me, soil earth after it's rained. So if you like that scent, this is going to be for you. If you don't like the smell of damp earth, you do not want to try this scent. I have it blooming over here, and it is fairly strong. I would give this a 6 out of 10 off the puck and with the bloom. We'll see if it opens up a little bit more once I lather. If I remember correctly, I believe it does. I also have the Manching Splash. Also, this is going to be in their tallow version. Holy Cow also has a vegan version. A lot of people don't realize that. They think they only have a tallow, but they do have vegan as well. I think their tallow and their vegan base are both phenomenal. They are a little pricey at about 29 bucks a tub for their tallow. The razor of choice for my head shave, this has been my GOAT razor. It's the Karve SS Overlander. Blade of choice for today is going to be a feather, and I think it's on its third use. This is probably going to be its last use. And for my brush of choice today, we have a very interesting one that's been soaking up some water over here, so let's shake it out a little bit. And it's going to be a Trotter handle, and this handle is gorgeous. And this is before the pre-coin days. And the knot in it is going to be a turning shave L3 knot. And just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous knot. So let's pour this out, get that on the head. And let's start loading. And as always, I load 30 seconds to 45. You know, softer soaps, I might do like a 20-second load. This soap is fairly hard. Even with like trying to push it in with your finger, it doesn't push in very easily. So something like this, I will load a little bit longer. Hopefully everybody's doing really well at the time of this recording and while you're watching this video, actually. Hopefully you're all getting really good shaves in. Honestly, hopefully you're enjoying just life in general. I know for me, shaving has been kind of an outlet, like working out or me doing my hikes. I love the outdoors. It's an outlet for me to slow down my life. All the, day-to-day grinds we have and struggles, and just to be able to enjoy yourself and kind of get out of your own head for a little while. And we've been loading for about a minute on this one-ish. And that looks like a fairly good load. So let's see where that gets us. Don't get in the water. And let's start working her in. I do really enjoy Holy Cow soap base. I really like their tallow and their vegan. Some people say there's kind of a funk to their soap base, and I'm not sure if there really is. I haven't really noticed one, but I don't also have probably the best sense of smell. And I'm just going to go back to loading a little bit more. I will say that I bought this puck used, and the first time I used it, I actually had trouble loading off of it compared to other Holy Cause soaps I had, and I think it's just because the owner I bought it from said that they didn't use it for a year or so, so it could just be that. L3 is Milton, who owns Turn to Shave. This is batch 3 of hair. He is now currently on batch 6. I bought this used. I also have, from his batches, I have an M1, so it's batch 1. I also have his batch 2. I have this L3. I have a couple from his batch 4 and a couple from his batch 5, and I currently have a custom that he's working on for me for his batch 6. So, as you can probably tell, I'm a fan of his work. So the way Milton does it is he does it a little differently than most artisans that make brushes and knots, in that he offers not only customization, but customization of the knot. He offers different densities, and that's what the L, M, and H stand for. L being low density, M being medium density, and H being a high density offering. Now, don't let the letters fool you too much, because his low density offering is what I would consider normal density offering. Also, if you're looking at his older batches, so batch 1 and batch 2, you won't find any L's or H's, because back then he only had one density, and it was a higher density than his high density offering is today. So my M1 is more dense than my H4, and my M2 is also more dense than my H4. And I think that's pretty good. Got a nice sheen to it. Feels good on the head right now. Let's try it. And yeah, the Overlander, it's just been a goat razor for my head shaves, because it has the perfect amount of efficiency while still being really easy to use. Like, it works great against the head. I mean, against the head. It works great against the grain, even on spots that are more harder to reach for other razors. And you can see it's just mowing down. That's all stubble. And I love just how easygoing it is. I don't ever have to worry about it biting me. With some of my other razors, I do, because they're a little bit more on the aggressive side. With this one, it's just easy sailing. like I said, there's certain areas on my head because I'm not bald. I do grow hair. I just like shaving my head. I started shaving my head in the military because I had to get a haircut every week, and certain places I was at in job tempos, I just really didn't have the time to go get a haircut every week, nor did I want to pay the money to get a haircut every week. So I started shaving my head. Just mowing down everything. And that was really good first pass. Now, second pass. So, as you can see, that is not enough for me, so I'm going to go back and load again. And I'm already not being a fan of this. I like the scent, but again, as you can see, it's giving me a little issue in loading enough in the brush, even with an adequate amount of load time. So what I might do is, not right now, but off camera, I might scrape off a little layer of the soap to see in my next shave with it, does that help out a lot. Alright, I think that should be, oh yeah, much better. And no shame in my game, I do not mind going to loading back up even on video. Because that took an extra, what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds? There's no reason for me to shave another pass with not enough soap for one, or not as much soap as I like, you know? If you enjoy a heavier lather like me, I enjoy like a heavy, dense, high volume structured lather. Because it just feels more luxurious to me, and like that's the whole point, right? That's why I shave, is this is, it makes me slow down, but I also want it to be luxurious. That's why I like the different scents. I like the post-shave feel because I like the feel of it feeling luxurious and good for your skin. And that is much better. Nice. Wash that off the hands. And we're going across the grain for this one. And we're still picking up a fairly decent amount of hair. It always amazes me how much hair this thing picks up, like how much hair that it feels smooth, but yet this thing will still pick up stuff. I also love that the Overlander is super, the handle is, not only does it look great, it's super grippy. Never had an issue with it. Yeah. Alright, now the top. And for anybody that head shaves will understand that the top of your head is a lot more sensitive than the sides and the back of your head. And like say with adjustable razors, a lot of times people that head shave, they'll adjust it to a milder setting for the top of the head. And I love just how smooth this is even on the top of my head. Right, let's get some water on here and let's see where we're at. So that's good. I could be done right now with 2 passes, but I'm going to go for 3. Let's get that lather nice and going on there. And this time we're going to squeeze as much as we can with being careful with the brush. And look at all that. And then what I like to do is rub it around with my left hand. You can kind of use that as a point to feel where I need to still get when I miss spots. So this one's going to be against the grain, so I'm going to go straight up in the back. And we're still getting stuff. And we're almost baby butt smooth in the back. Got a couple little trouble areas right there. And what I'm doing is when I'm shaving it, I re-rub the lather so that way my skin is protected. As I shave it. Okay, now we're going to go against the grain this way, on the sides. And on this side. Now the only part I usually don't go against the grain is again on the top of my head, because that's really sensitive and I haven't found a razor that can do it without, even this one, it's still a little uncomfortable. So for the top of the head, instead of going across the grain this way, I go across the grain this way. And going against the grain at that cowlick area that I have up there at the top. Wash out the razor nicely. And we're done. Let's get some water on the head. Get some of the shaving cream off. That is nice. Hold on one second, I forgot to get my towel over here. Ah, wow. Yeah, that's smooth. That is really smooth. Let's shake up the splash. So the scent, it did open up a little bit, so I would put the scent, once you're lathering it, probably around 6 to a 7-ish. The splash is actually a lot lighter than the soap. Like the splash, I can barely smell anything on it at all. Great restrictor on it. Boop. And there we have it. So, yeah, I don't even smell anything at all with the splash. Alright, so let's do a recap. The razor of choice for today's head shave was the Karve stainless steel Overlander with a feather blade. I think it's third use or fourth use. So either third or fourth use. Great, this has been my GOAT head shaving razor. The only downside I could really probably say about it is the fact that it's stainless steel. I wish Karve had a titanium one. The soap of choice is Holy Cow Tempest, and it smells like wet soil, wet earth. I happen to enjoy that smell quite a bit, but might not be for everybody. Matching splash, of course. The crown jewel of this shave, though, is this beautiful Trotter Handcrafts handle. It's almost in like an emerald green blue sparkle color with this great turn and shave L3 knot. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the head shave, and I'll check you guys out on our next shave.